Yeah, I think me and Dragon's conversation when I asked about the recording, I don't have access to the YouTube thing. He's like, "Oh shit."
Mm.
Well, wait till Slayer gets back.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, Slayer. My point is, I appreciate you, Slayer. Welcome in, everyone. Hope everyone's doing good today on this fine Wednesday.
Hmm.
Is that what hump day? I was gonna say hump day. Is that what it means?
Yeah, the Wednesday is supposed to be Wednesday Hump Day.
Well, when I was a kid and I heard it for the first time, I thought it was something else. And I was like,
No,
why are people saying it like that so openly?
yeah. Some people say it this way for the hump of the week. Like that's the middle of the week, so
Yeah. In the restaurant industry, I started Saturday through Wednesday, but that was cool getting Thursday and Fridays off in a row.
hmm.
What that mean that on Tuesday in some countries that's hump day?
Oh, because Sunday's the first of the that makes sense. If Sunday's the first day of the week, which it actually is, like on a if you look at a normal week, Sunday through Saturday is usually so maybe Tuesday should be the hump day.
Hmm. I had to, bro.
Eh, just call it
Well,
double hump day.
double.
The second hump day of the month of the week.
I'm just glad it's a little cooler out because it's been. I'm not gonna complain about like the heat, but in Minnesota it's more humid heat. So it was like 86 and humid last few days with no AC, which I'm not gonna complain. But today feels a lot better. It's just rainy, cloudy, 56 right now. Ooh, feels great. Well, inside for once. Well, Slayer, are you ready for me to go over the last few weeks of my level design that I showed the rest and now gonna catch you up? Are you ready? Are you ready to rumble? So we can start there just because right now, as I'm talking, the pain went away. So I'll enjoy this little next 5 minutes and just I'll probably go first. The pain is like come goes to a 7, then it goes down to a 1, back and forth. Kind of weird.
Oh, that's crazy. Sorry. When you
It's
said get
something.
ready, well, I had set my phone down, set something on it, and somehow it went to recording audio, so it said what you said. I was like, where did that come from?
Oh, well, that's kind of weird. I can see the background a little bit. I see a bin.
Yeah, because the background he's using is one of those digital ones, and it
Well, yeah.
in and out. Yeah,
Well,
he had
yeah.
a yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm going to share my screen, and I already have the windows open. So cool beans. Share screen. Cool beans.
Oh, my
Oh,
goodness.
I have Mr. Ballon open because he just came out with the video. Okay. Well, and then these three. Okay. So wait, I'm gonna go back. Can you? I'm just gonna assume you can see this. Okay.
Yeah, I can.
Okay. I'm just okay. That's good. So I'm bringing this up first because in the last few weeks, I believe I've shown, sorry, modern era, the entire 4 level, kind of like not in big detail, but kind of an overview, and then I showed yeah, medieval era. And I wanted to work on World War, or I did, I mean, but I didn't. But now that I got some answers from Zeke, I have a good idea what I'm going to do for next week for World War. So, modern world. According to the date, I did not show Slayer this, but everyone else, yes. But I looked in the file date. It was while you were gone, I think so. Um, City block. It starts well in the So it's kind of confusing because a lot of my area design is in 2D like it should be, but the very first level, the city block here, is the only one that kind of is in 3D, 2D-ish, but I wanted to resemble what I wanted to. Okay, so you start here in the middle. You can go left or right, and I wanted the player to be able to go, like, go behind, just to go up and down, but only a little bit, just to go behind like things and find things, and maybe enemies can pop out, and you can go inside a house, and there's a little valve right here, so you can't access here, so you gotta go. It's kind of like there's some abandoned kind of, but there's some structures that aren't, and then puddles here and there. You can go inside houses. There's two ways to get down to level 2, which is the sewers, and you can go behind the building, go down that way, or you can go way to the left here, go down that way, and both areas can go to the second another layer of the sewers, pretty much. And then I posted this here to help with showing the objectives, where search for Edwin's family portrait, save the 5 victims from the slasher fanatic, and the rest, the basic ones like getting the time gem. So after the sewers and the city block, you come out into level 3, the Mega Mall. And you can see here the mysterious videotape is right here. So when you come out of the Mega Mall right here, you can go into the Mega Mall, which is where the Fanatic will be. And you gotta save the 5 actors and all the rooms there, with the abandoned movie theater, mini bosses, slash Fanatic. I'm guessing this is a staircase or an elevator or something. And I put like little traps here, just generic. But so and if you want to go back and step check, then you can find the mysterious videotape. Reminds me, kind of makes me think of the new Tony Hawk right now when I say that now. And then Lost Tower, if you remember the story, it turns into the boss itself, right? That's Modern World. Yeah, Everon the Living Terror. And that's where that's where level 4 is. So that's basically the entirety of the Modern World in a nutshell, no detail, just kind of what levels 1 through 4 layout. Before, because it'll be a lot easier to put in Unreal and start and working on it when I have like this in front of me. So next will be Medieval World. This is.
Oh, and he was asking if you could zoom in on the page a little bit so he could follow better.
Sure. Yeah, I'm gonna have to for this anyway. This one is a lot widespread and bigger. Absolutely. All right, so level 1, Enchanted Forest. Now the players start really small. This is the best I'm gonna get it as far as zooming in and showing what I want. And so basically you start level 1 in the Enchanted Forest, and there's something else I want to bring up here. Level world details, maybe this one. Maybe is this one I want to show? Yes, this is the one. Enchanted Forest, mystical grass, fantasy-like trees with magical symbols carved into them, tiny fairy dust particles, variously elven tree houses, and I actually have my game, Dream Daisy. I actually have a screenshot of the title screen, and it reminds me of the Enchanted Forest of what we're talking about here. If I can find it quick. Yep. Right here. So the Enchanted Forest is gonna have kind of like, if you look at the background, yeah, that's kind of reminds me of the Enchanted Forest. And then so imagine like these big Enchanted Forest tall tree rooms. That's what they're gonna kind of look like. And then there's gonna be caverns in between, so the players can choose A, B, and C. And there's a treasure in A and C in that one. We'll kind of have fun going back and forth there. And in all these tall tree rooms, there's trees that you can go up on the branches. There's little like imagine Donkey Kong Country, if you guys played that game, where there's like a level where the tree tops. That's kind of similar here with side scrolling platforming. But more fun because it's Time Wizard Co. After the mystical forest, you find the King Arthur's castle, which is, when it says castle enter, it's King Arthur's castle after the drawbridge entrance here. And I wanted the item shop to be in level 2 when we originally made the design, so I put it up here, I guess. And my idea of to get to, so the castle has a bunch of rooms, and I was thinking of like even Resident Evil 4, how they have the castles layout. And I even added more rooms than I originally had. And I wanted a hedge maze, a little hedge maze in the castle. and the hedge maze is actually connected to a valve after level 4, so we'll back to that later. But King Arthur's missing crown I put in the hedge maze. I asked Zeke, if you want me to put it somewhere else, that's cool, but that's there for now. That's one of the objectives. One part to get to level 3, which is the dungeons. There's a original way in the castle, but you need a key to go through it. And if you don't want to search for the key, there's a hidden way you can move an object here in this one room, and it leads down to the dungeons that way. So that's 2 different ways to get to the dungeon. In the dungeon, I thought about Silent Hill 2 in the prison, the way they have the cell blocks, which is like in a real life kind of cell block dungeon. So I kind of shaped it that way based on cell block A through D, having some treasures in there. The Centaur Knights is gonna be after you are done with the cell blocks, essentially. And after you get done, get out of there, you go into kind of another part of the Enchanted Forest, but not too like Enchanted Foresty. It's a little less now. It's more of a Dragon's Den, a little more harsh feeling. But you're still in the kind of same kind of. There's some rocky and some mystical grass. So once you get to the level 4 Dragon's Den, you can either go left or right, and you can go left, but you can do a few things. But if you want to complete it all, you got to go right, and then more treetops on the way to Mordred, the dragon, and then you drop down after more treetops. Drop down to dragon is the whole layer. That's where the time gem is and the boss, and after you are done with the boss, you can either go back down to the well, it wraps around to the beginning of level 4. Yeah, so that's what games a lot of times do. Or you can just go right and just exit the world, or you can go back and go left and go all the way back down. And this leads to more of the level. Even when you're done with the world, you get a lot of this to explore. And then this leads down to the hedge maze again, which is kind of a cool thing, Valve. And this is what it looks like all together. And I'll make a World War I for next week. And if you want Slayer, I can well, actually, it's in chat. If you yeah, I already have them in chat from last week. But anyway, if you want me to send you anything or explain anything, let me know. Or me and Zeke. That's the best I can catch you up with the last 2 weeks of the blah, blah, blah. So that's my presentation. Now I can read chat. Yeah, I realized the text was small with it. Sorry about that. I did the best I could to zoom in and explain while, yeah. I'll just make sure the World War I is more easier to read for next week.
So on mine, I've been doing some research into how I want to lay out the armor on the Centaur Knight. I'll have something more by next weekend or next week.
Okay. What do you mean, Peter? Or where did you just get in here? I just explained the last few weeks catching up Slayer.
In here.
And then I explained that I talked to Zeke about what I'm going to do for the World War level for next week. But no, it's all good. Oh yeah, no, it's cool. Sorry about that. Yeah, I didn't know I had a few variations of what I wanted to show for World War, and I just scrapped them because I didn't like them, and now I'm glad because Zeke told me a few things that kind of gave me some ideas. So I'm kind of excited to do it for next, get it going. Oh, cool, Peter. It's never an issue. Heck yeah, man. We're all a team here. To be fair, though, I mean, besides recapping, I don't really have too much new. Besides finding out for myself for the World War era with Zeke and explaining some things at the beginning of the meeting, before the meeting is recording. Um, so does anyone want to talk about anything or have any updates after me?
For me, my updates are basically there's just been little updates lately. I've been more focused on trying to apply for some new jobs that popped up.
How you
And
doing with that?
hopefully it goes well because my cousin basically she works in the tech field and she had like connections with this one guy who works for Activision. So I'm hoping that he can help me land a job with them. But other than that, I've also been busy. Like I was more writing this weekend instead of working on my level. To tell you the truth, I haven't finished writing the story of the three orcs, the three orc crewmen. I haven't finished their story yet, but I've just been busy writing for other stories at the moment.
Yeah, I
But
wish you luck on the on your goals, man.
thanks.
If there's anything I can
But
do, let me know.
oh, no, it's fine. But I will make sure to get back working on the level. I'm right now trying to create the directional gravity system. And other than that, anybody else got anything to share?
No, that's cool, Zeke. Good. That's a cool update on your part. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And thanks for the answering. Helped me with the World War earlier. No, I don't think on my side there's nothing more I can say. But Slayer did congratulate Marley. And that's true. Yeah, congrats again. I'm gonna put that is true. I want to do that again.
Yeah. Thank you again, Marley, for all the work that you do with the art. Code
She's
looks
not
amazing.
in here
I know,
right
I know. I know she's
now.
not here, but I'm saying this just in case she watches the video.
Well,
True.
I'm also gonna shout out someone else. You are a great game design leader on this team.
Which that kind of reminds me, Cosmo, are you free after the meeting for a little bit,
Yep.
Slayer? Okay.
Yeah, but I can hear your voice when I read it. Well, I don't know if how accurate it is. Oh, nice, Top Nut. Sorry, I missed that actually. Amazing speaking voice. You're an inspiration to me, Slayer. I'm only better because I listen to your voice. There's some truth to that. Come on.
Well, yeah, for those who are curious about my stories, I posted 2 new chapters for both of my books. Well, one for each.
Okay, cool.
If anybody wants to take a look at it, I'll put the links in the chat.
Oh, the general chat?
Yeah.
Or nice.
Don't forget to do what? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's like how I felt, Steve, a few days ago. Hot and humid. Yeah. Oh wait, but where you are, it's a little more dry, isn't it? No. Oh no. Oh no.
Been raining quite a bit.
Oh, rain. Yeah. I'm guessing that's about it for the main part or the main meeting.
Yeah, I think we've got all of the progress reports. Is there anything I'm missing that hasn't been brought up yet?
Uh,
Well, I was gonna ask about World War era, but Zeke answered it so elegantly nice in a sentence for me that gave me ideas. So no, I don't got anything to talk about.
yeah, we do have to get beta tests of the game. We still don't have any of the characters. Right. We have the character's movements. We have him switching elements. We don't have the firing or the attack combos actually working for the character at the moment.
I'm assuming element combos will come after we do the base element attacks first.
Right. I mean, we could substitute the combos right now with try to use we could try to build we could try using like the Unreal's model, the robot model, Manny or whatever or
I hear
Quinn.
what you're saying. Yeah, we could do that to active for now.
Yeah, and we just create the animations for combos for the moment,
Hmm.
and then we can just plug in like the attack system later.
That sounds good.
Yeah, and so far Slayer, there hasn't been anybody that posted anything new for the main branch to be updated.
Yeah, after all my level maps are good enough, I'll go back into Unreal, which will only probably be a few weeks from now.
I don't know why, but I just ate a rum cake, but I don't feel like I'm drunk.
You ate a rum cake, and it had real liquor.
Oh yeah, definitely. My cousin bought it
Then
from Bahamas, but I don't feel drunk at all.
yeah, that's because you only ate one, probably.
I ate a whole.
Yeah,
It was
Alcohol
small.
you bake will burn off when it's baking.
What you say?
that makes sense.
She said alcohol when you're baking it will burn off while you're baking the item.
Oh, I didn't bake it. My cousin bought it from a store in Bahamas when he went
Oh.
there on a trip.
Yeah, I would say I think we're pretty much good on recording. So
Oh crap! Don't tell me that stuff about me eating a rum cake was on the recording.
yes, it was.
All right, see you next meeting. Have a good dinner. And you're right, he does have a lot of resistance. He's a tank. He can handle as much liquor as a